Question, real estate in California. What the Seriously, can someone help? What's an escrow? What's an ARM? What is an REO? What is pre-approval? Can I get pre-approval? Why is inventory so low? Why are interest rates so high? Oh, interest rates not so high? How low is low? How not so high is right.
Before you go down the road of questions, get expert help at championsofhome.com. California Association of Realtors. Who's your realtor?
You know what it is. That's right. It's time to talk money with your money nerd and financial coach. Now, tighten those purse strings and open those ears. It's the Money Talk with Tiff podcast.
Welcome back to Money Talk with Tiff. I'm your host, Tiffany Grant, and today I'm talking about something I never thought I'd do on this podcast, breaking down a whole chicken. Yep, a raw chicken with a knife in my kitchen in Jamaica, and I want to tell you why it matters for your money. But first, if you have a question that you want me to answer on the podcast, go to www.moneytalkwitht.com/ask Tiffany, and I'll be more than happy to answer for you. So back to the story. So here's what happened. I decided that I was tired of paying premium prices for pre-cut chicken pieces when I could buy a whole bird for less and portion it myself. Simple math. Also, I wanted to support one of my friends here, which is a chicken farmer. And side note, glad I made this decision because his chickens are the best chickens that I've ever had in my life. And I know exactly where they come from. But going back to the story, the issue with that idea is that I had never actually done it before. So being in the US, I'm so used to just buying packs of chicken, buying, the pieces that I need or what have you. I never really broke down a whole chicken. Now, I have cut up turkey before, of course. You carve turkey for Thanksgiving and stuff, but I had never just broke down a whole chicken to put it in pieces. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, I went to YouTube University and I watched one video. I went ahead and bought the whole chicken and I went to work. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. It was very awkward. My knife was dull. Note to self, I did get a sharper knife. I just got my first order from Amazon the other day. Finally figured that out, how to get packages here. So my first order of business was a new knife set and some cutting boards. But I digress. I definitely needed a sharper knife when I was trying to cut up this chicken. I fumbled with the wings. I mangled the first breast a little bit. And I stood there with raw chicken parts, wondering if I'd actually saved anything after the mess and the time, because time is valuable too. But here's what I learned. First, the math did work. So one chicken became 2 wings, 2 breasts, tenderloins, legs, thighs, a carcass for broth, all of that. I vacuum sealed the portions, froze them, and I got multiple meals from one purchase. The carcass became broth for the next day, and I was able to make soups and things like that. So nothing got...
Too many tools, too much stress, and way too many bills. Odoo replaces it all. One connected platform for every part of your business, so you can work faster, smarter, and for less. Odoo, the only software you'll ever need. Try it free today at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
Wasted. Second, the skill compounds. So the second chicken got easier, the third almost routine, and what felt intimidating became normal. And that transition, my friends, from being intimidated to competent is exactly what happens with money skills too. Third, and this is the stewardship part, because y'all know I've been heavy into the stewardship theme this year. I had to assess what I was actually paying for. Was I paying for convenience? Yeah, kinda. Was I also paying because I told myself I couldn't do something that I had never tried before? The answer is also yes there. That 96% overhead cut that I made in my business, the same logic applied here. What am I actually paying for? What can I learn to do myself? What should I keep paying for because my time is better spent elsewhere? So do I think everyone should break down their own chicken? Absolutely not. If you hate it, your piece is worth the markup. But I do think we should question the I can't or it's not worth it stories we tell ourselves without testing them. I had to test myself with that chicken. I told myself that I couldn't cut the chicken, and I needed to get those pieces. But when I actually did it for the second, third, fourth time, it wasn't that bad. So what I want you to do in your homework for today is to just pick one thing that you've always paid for because it felt too complicated or not worth learning. Not everything, just one thing. It could be a basic oil change, changing the tire on your car, a simple tax form, even a whole chicken like me. Try it once and see what the real cost is in money, time, and your skills gained. Now, if you want the tools to help you assess those trade-offs, the ROI of Peace calculator is in the Resource Vault. So what is the Resource Vault, you may ask? Well, if you pre-order my new book coming out with Wiley, Money Moves and Mindset Shifts at moneytalkwitht.com/moves and upload your receipt, you'll immediately get access. Or you can start free with the Financial Path Quiz at moneytalkwitht.com/start. Either way you get there, just use that tool as a resource for you to figure out if it could be something in your business, something in your personal life, whatever it is, if it's costing you too much of your peace. I created a whole calculator for this. I told you I've been working in the background. It's called the ROI of Peace calculator. So the next episode, I'll be talking about the real reason my podcast numbers were dropping and what I'm doing about it. So until then, keep managing your money and maybe your groceries with purpose. Bye.
Thank you for listening, joining, and being a part of the Money Talk with Tiff podcast this week. You can check Tiff out every Thursday for a new Money Talk podcast. But if you just can't wait until next week, you can listen to previous podcast episodes at moneytalkwitht.com or follow Tiff on all social media platforms at Money Talk with T. Until next time, spend wise by spending less than you make. A word to the money wise is always sufficient.
Too many tools, too much stress, and way too many bills.
Odoo replaces it all. One connected platform for every part of your business, so you can work faster, smarter, and for less. Odoo, the only software you'll ever need. Try it free today at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.